Oh, I need your help again. I'm so sorry to bother you, but it's urgent. Can you come? Well, I said, sure, Barbara, no problem. Barbara McCready lived down the hall from Ollie. Very sweet old lady. Um, she often had things that were not quite mysteries, but she was pleasant company, and so he never minded her calls. And in this case, he was just home reading the newspaper, so he scurried on down to her apartment, which is just, down the hallway to the right, or to the left, rather. Knocked on the door, half expecting to find whatever it was stuck to her forehead or hanging from her belt loops. I said, "Okay, hi. What's going on? What do you need?" I said, "Ollie, I'm in a bind. I need to go. I'm gonna be late, but I can't find my keys, and I can't leave without my keys because if I leave without my keys, I won't be able to get back in." I said, "All right. I still do have your spare key, but I can help you. I'm sure I can help you." Well, thank you, Ollie. Thank you. That's a good idea about the spare key, but I'm going to be back home late. I don't want to bother you. It's got to be somewhere. I came in last night, and I unlocked my door, of course, and I don't remember doing anything unusual, and yet I can't find my keys. I said, "So tell me about what is usual for you." I said, "Well, okay, usually, I admit it's not the most efficient habit, but I usually come in, take off my shoes, put them over there next to the door, and then I'll put all my things down on the dining room table over there. Well, the kitchen table is what I mean by that. You know, with the breakfast bar. And when it's usually like, my purse and my keys and, maybe my phone or if I have a shopping bag or something, whatever's in my hands, I put down on the kitchen island. And then, I might, then from there it's whatever, I might give myself a glass of water or a glass of wine if it's later, or a cup of coffee. Do you want a cup of coffee, by the way, Ollie? I have a pot still hot from, breakfast a little bit ago. I said, sure, I'll take a cup of coffee. So she poured him a cup of coffee. So last night, I had been out. I'd just gone to the bookstore. I'd gotten a book that I'd been wanting. And so I came in, I unlocked the door, and I came in, and I'm sure I took my shoes off. I don't specifically remember taking my shoes off, but I'm sure I did. For one thing, there they are. I said, boots. I said, yeah, I was wearing boots last night. Yep. I said, stop it now, or you'll be asked to leave. And so I think I set everything down there on the kitchen island. The book, it's still there in the bag and everything. But anyway, then what I usually do is after I've settled, I'll go and hang up my keys. And I usually put my purse over there by the door too. And my purse is over there by the door. Everything looks normal except that my keys are not hung up. And she pointed over to sort of by the door. And there was a little hook with some keys on there. And there were car keys, but no house keys up there, and a couple other keys. So you're sure that none of those keys are your apartment keys? Oh yeah, I'm sure. There's my house keys. I have the keys to two of the neighbors around here, and I have the keys to my daughter's house, and those are all up there, but my keys are not. I said, and did you check through your purse? I did. I checked. I emptied my whole purse there on the coffee table, and nowhere in it. I said, and were you wearing like a jacket or, pants with pockets last night? I was wearing a pencil skirt, basically, and a shawl. So, no, my keys were in my purse most of the night, and then I used them to unlock the door, but I didn't have any pockets in my outfit. Big downside of that outfit. I have some dresses with pockets, some skirts with pockets, but this dress didn't have any pockets. Also, kind of a fancy night if you're out there in a pencil skirt. I said, oh, not really, no. I was just kind of felt like looking pretty, I guess. I said, all right. So were you out late? Yeah, for me anyway. I got back at 10:45 or so. I said, that's late for just a bookstore. Oh, well, yeah. So so it was a wine tasting at the bookstore. Which I did know about. Yeah, I've gone there. I wanted the book. That's the main reason I went. But I figured, they're having the wine tasting that night, and there was a couple of local authors there who were just signing books and being social. So yeah, it was like a late night at the bookstore. I know that might not sound like a big party to you, but I said, no, it sounds fun. So you got back late. Okay. Did you do anything after? I said, no, pretty much. I did have a glass of water. But then I just got in my PJs and brushed my teeth and went to bed. But I already checked the bathroom. If you want to check it, please do, because you can often find things I don't find. But then I went to bed. I don't think I did anything else. I probably plugged in my phone. So I looked over by where her phone was plugged in, but nothing there. And he did check the bathroom. And he checked around the bedroom, going under things and on top of things in the way that he does. But it just wasn't there. I looked all around. He thought and he thought and he thought. I said, oh, Ollie, I may have to take you up on your key. I'm going to be late really soon. But Ollie went over and he said, okay, if I'm thinking about it, everything looks like it's just as normal. The only thing that's different from a very normal evening for you is that your keys aren't hung up. I said, right. So he put his hand up, or his arm, didn't have hands, it's an octopus, but put the end of his arm up by the empty hook. And then he looked straight down, and directly below the hook were the boots. And then he thought, wait a second. Have you tried to put on your boots today? I said, no, I was going to get no, I'm just wearing tennis shoes today. Well, I picked up the boots, gave them a shake, and inside there was a jingle. Well, I turned the boots upside down, and in a clatter across the floor, the keys landed. I said, my keys, you found them, Ollie. They were in my boots? I said, yeah, I bet. Because you were tired, you went to hang them up and you just missed. You missed and they dropped straight into your boots. Oh, I feel silly. I should have thought of that. I said, no, it took me like 5 minutes in here to think about that. So, don't feel bad. I said, well, I don't feel bad, but I do appreciate your help. You're a peach, Ollie. You send me a bill? Oh, I said, sure. He's never once sent her a bill, but she always says that. And he never does. And that was Ollie and the case of the missing keys.